The Silent Generation, born 1928 to 1945. You're 7 years old, and you don't know what a depression is. You just know it's 1935. Your dad hasn't worked in 2 years. Neither has the guy next door, nor has basically anyone on the street. Your family is one bad month from losing the house, which your parents discuss in the kitchen after they think you're asleep. Your mama cuts the mold off the bread and serves the rest. You eat it. Dinner is soup. The soup is watered down. Nobody says anything about it, because that's just soup now. And you eat it, and you move on. You're 11 when Germany invades Poland, and America is in it 2 years later. Your brother enlists the same week. The women on your street start showing up to airplane factories at 6 a.m., and it turns out they're extremely good at building bombers. Your dad cries on the porch when your brother comes home in 45. Then never cries again for the rest of his life. He'll be fine. He's not fine. You're 18, and the economy is booming. You walk into a company, say you're available, they hand you a start date. No degree, no resume, no 3-round interview process followed by silence. Just a handshake and a Monday. You buy a 4-bedroom house at 26 for $7,500 on one salary, and the bank approves it over lunch. Then communism becomes the word everyone's afraid of, and people start losing jobs over rumors, a name on a list, the wrong friend at the wrong party. Your neighbor gets quietly let go from the post office. Nobody asks why out loud. You stay 42 years at the same company and retire at 65 with a pension that shows up every month, exactly like it promised. Baby boomers, born 1946 to 1964. You're 13 when Kennedy gets shot in Dallas, and a teacher starts crying in front of the whole class. 3 months later, the Beatles walk out on Ed Sullivan, and your parents look personally offended by the hair. You buy the record the next morning. The Cold War happens, and duck and cover drills become the norm at school. Yeah, that's the government's official plan for surviving a Soviet nuclear strike. Get under a wooden desk and cover your neck. To be fair, nobody had a better idea. July 1969, you're 19, and Armstrong steps onto the moon, and for one night, the whole country feels like it has a future that keeps expanding. Then a letter arrives from the U.S. government. You've been drafted. Your birthday got pulled from a lottery, and now you report, or you go to prison. You turn on the TV to see Muhammad Ali refuse to go. They took his title, his passport, and nearly threw him in prison for it. But you're not Muhammad Ali. So you report for duty, and 5 months later, you're in Vietnam. You come home in 71 with PTSD that won't have a name for another 9 years. There's no parade, only an airport full of protesters who like to share their thoughts. You spend your 20s taking whatever work will have you, because the draft took you before you could land a real job, and the job market doesn't know what to do with 2 tours of Vietnam and a high school diploma. You're earning less than the guys who never left. But soon, the 80s economy picks up and takes you with it. The job, the house, the car, the suburb. The war gets buried under the mortgage payments, and you let it stay there. Generation X, born 1965 to 1980. You get home at 3 p.m., key on a string around your neck, note on the fridge, peanut butter's in the cabinet, back by 7. You eat standing at the counter, and then you're out the door. You're 10 and 4 miles from home, at a creek with your friends, and nobody on earth knows where any of you are. You split your knee open on a rock, walk home, clean it yourself, don't mention it. Unsupervised, unbothered, slightly feral. That's the whole childhood, and you're going to spend the rest of your life insisting it made you better. MTV launches in 1981, and suddenly music has a face. Michael Jackson moonwalks on live TV in 83, and everyone on earth loses their minds at the same moment. Oh, and everyone now apparently has AIDS. The Berlin Wall falls in 89, and the whole world exhales. Then O.J. Simpson gets charged with murdering his ex-wife. The whole country watches the trial for a year, and he walks free. The 90s are mostly okay. Nothing defines you as a generation, which is somehow exactly on brand. Millennials, born 1981 to 1996. You're 16, and in second period, when the principal comes on the intercom and says 2 planes just hit the World Trade Center. Within days, men who look vaguely Middle Eastern are getting followed in grocery stores, yanked out of airport lines, having slurs screamed at them from car windows. 2 wars start within the year. Your shoes come off at airport security now, apparently forever. You're 22 when the iPhone drops in 2007, and the internet moves in your pocket and never leaves. Angry Birds comes out 2 years later, and grown adults are missing subway stops to fling cartoon birds at pigs. You're 23 and 3 months out of college when 2008 hits and the job market evaporates. Your friend with a law degree is bartending. You have $40,000 in student loans and a LinkedIn that says open to opportunities, which everyone understands means things are not going great. The house gets delayed. The wedding gets delayed. The kids get delayed. You're 38. You're still renting. The math on a down payment has never once worked out, and you've run it enough times to just give up. Generation Z, born 1997 to 2012. You grow up on Nickelodeon, Percy Jackson, and a Minecraft server where you and your friends have a 2-week Minecraft phase. It's genuinely the best thing. At school, they run school shooting drills. Lights off, door locked. Sit against the wall, stay quiet. The normal stuff you should know as a kid. You're 16 when crypto explodes, and your classmate's older brother turned $500 into $14,000 and won't stop talking about it. Everyone's in a Discord server tracking coins with names that sound like a sneeze. Then NFTs show up, and someone sells a JPEG of a cartoon monkey for $200,000, which is somehow legal. You watch it all go downhill too. Then in 2016, a gorilla named Harambe gets shot at a zoo in Cincinnati, and the entire internet agrees to collectively grieve him for about 6 months. You're 17 when 2020 hits, and junior year just stops. Your teacher is a small rectangle on Zoom, trying to explain calculus while someone's little sibling keeps muting her. Prom canceled. Graduation is a parking lot ceremony in a cap and gown through a car window. That fall, you start college, paying full tuition, in a dorm room smaller than a prison cell. You decide to major in computer science to become a software engineer. Anything for that work-life balance. ChatGPT launches your junior year of college when you're 20. You think it's kind of cool, except you're apparently UNC status now. By the time you're 22 and graduating, the job market has quietly stopped needing you. Entry-level roles require 3 years of experience. You see your peers apply to internships where they work for free, or worse, pay to work there. Yes, you pay your boss to work there. You apply to 200 jobs, get 4 callbacks, and 1 interview. Congratulations, only they ghost you by the 3rd round. Then one day, walking by a homeless shelter, you see your friend, the one who graduated top of your CS cohort, 4.0, perfect SATs. You know you are cooked. You open your phone to distract yourself, just to see a LARPer in Miami, selling courses. Budget Andrew Tate's trying Escape the Matrix, a random kid preaching about steak with avocados and eggs on a wooden cutting board. Then there's a notification. Your boomer uncle leaves a giant paragraph on Facebook, explaining how your generation isn't working hard enough, and if you just cut out your matcha lattes and avocado toast, you could afford a house. A starter home in your city cost $500,000. Your uncle's post has 47 likes. Generation Alpha, born 2013 to the present. You're born with an iPad basically attached to your hand. Baby Shark is the first song you know all the words to. It's Cocomelon now. Cartoons are long gone. A touchscreen before pencil. You navigate YouTube before you can read. By 6, you know what Riz is. And who has it? Your parents Google it, read 3 articles, and are still lost. You're on Roblox at 8, and it's genuinely great, except for the weirdly large number of 40-year-old men who also want to hang out there. You are 9 years old, and you have watched more video content than your grandparents did across their entire lives, but you need something happening every 3 seconds, or it isn't peak. Then COVID hits, and school moves to the kitchen table. Your teacher is a small rectangle on a laptop, trying to explain long division while kids keep kicking each other out of the meeting as a prank. You put Subway Surfers on the side to keep you focused. By 11, AI does your homework. Your teacher gives a speech about academic integrity. You've already submitted, gotten an A, and moved on. You're 13 at the oldest. The world you inherited has California on fire every August, a Category 5 hurricane that hits somewhere near every year, the U.S. in active conflicts in at least 3 different countries simultaneously, and a housing market so broken that your parents, both with jobs, consider starting a family vlogging channel. You're 13. The world is fully cooked, and it's technically yours now. Steal a brain rot is still pretty good though.